All right, everybody. Welcome to the first round matchup of week 3. Some think that this might be the most interesting match of week 3. And I agree with that just because of the fact that both of these players are battling for that last spot, second place spot in the upper or lower bracket of the elimination section of the tournament. So depending on who wins this game, both players are 1-1 right now, 1 win, 1 loss. So depending on the result of this match, this will decide who is the representative in the upper bracket for the championship and who's going to be playing in the B division championship, which is not nearly as prestigious, obviously, but we'll see what happens. We got Tricksy against Gfinny, the professor himself, Gfinny, as usual in the pink Terran, and Tricksy as blue Protoss here. We do see a quick scouting probe by Gfinny here. Some friendly chat. These two are brothers, so there's a little bit of a blood battle here going on. Gfinny is definitely favored in this match. He is a platinum level player. Tricksy, kind of a silver level player, 1v1, but definitely a little bit underrated in that aspect. He probably will be moving up very, very soon if he keeps playing 1v1s, but I know I think he has a diamond in 2v2, so not too shabby. we see a chase with all the probes going after this SCV, but the SCV actually escapes. Tricksy is trying to take that out for some reason, trying to hide that tech that he's going for really quickly. See Gfinny going for 2 bunkers. We did see that there was like a show match on week 1 between these two players, and Gfinny did a quick 3 barracks pressure and was able to kill off Tricksy, but I don't know if he's going to be going for that again. That's pretty cheesy. PC Gateway Cybernetics Core Pylon, so very standard opening from Tricksy here. Gfinny going for 2 barracks, which is always strong in pretty much in any matchup. So we'll see where these Marines are just rallied to the ramp, so it doesn't look like he's going to be putting on too much early pressure at all. Puts that guy on patrol. I'm not sure what this SCVD is doing. I'm pretty sure he had already scouted Tricksy's base before that SCV went up here, so he might be trying to hide some tech, and that could be very tricky depending on what he does. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, Tricksy actually hasn't found Gfinny's base yet, so he's still looking. He's going to find it very shortly, but he's not going to be able to get up this ramp at all just based on the amount of Marine pressure that he has here. 3 Marines is going to kill a probe in like 2 or 3 shots, so yeah, he's not going to be able to see anything. I don't think he even was able to see that bunker. Oh, he was able to see the bunker going up. So you know that wow, going for a really quick command center, hiding it. So I think this is pretty much a very, very smart play. Gfinny's going to be able to hide this. There's no reason at all for Tricksy to scout up there at all, at least at this point in the game. So I think he's going to get this off without a hitch. Tricksy's going to be fooled and think that he's playing 1 base versus 1 base, but Gfinny, the professor, is tricking, doing a little trickery here, hiding a base up here in the upper left corner, and I think it's going to work pretty well. Finally taking a gas, starting a second gas immediately, so just 2 barracks Marines right now, just making sure he's very safe against any sort of quick pressure that Tricksy puts up. And we see a beautiful scan here. Gfinny's able to scout every piece of tech that Tricksy has out. So he's going to see the Robo, 2 barracks. It's actually a pretty standard build against Terran, so shouldn't be too surprising. What is surprising is Tricksy not opting to go for a Observer first. He's opting to go for the Immortal first. So we'll see how that works out. Looks like he might go for early pressure trying to get up that ramp, but I think there's just way too many Marines. And you see Gfinny putting up a second bunker, so that's going to be so hard to get up that ramp with just a few units. SCV is being transferred right now to this Finnish command center, so it's always a little bit dangerous, but actually the path that they take to go up to the next command center isn't going to be scouted at all, so that's actually a very, very wise move. You can see that he rallied it perfectly so that he was taking this upper route rather than going by these Zelnog watchtowers, which could potentially spot for these SCVs. So this is going to work out so well, I think. Hopefully it turns that into orbital soon, so we can start getting double mules out. We do see an E-Bay going up, so Engineering Bay looks like he's going to stick with infantry units and just try to get upgrades, probably weapons or armor upgrades up on those infantry units that he has, but I'm not exactly sure. Might be worried and worried about Dark Templars actually, and the eBay allows you to get missile turrets up, so I'm not exactly sure the reasoning behind that because I don't see any upgrades going up yet, but might just be for missile turrets. And Tricksy going for Twilight Council, so not sure what tech he's going to go for here, but whatever it is, I like it. We do see the Observer coming out now. I'll be really interested to see what this tech is going to be. Nothing yet. I'm looking at the minerals, and he has enough to start something. If it's Zealot Charge, he'll have gas in just a minute. We do see Gfinny going for another scan, seeing if Tricksy has expanded yet, but he hasn't. He's just on one base right now. Look at the SCV count. 23 SCVs versus 26 probes. So Tricksy actually ahead in workers, but because Gfinny has 2 bases, he'll be able to produce... Oh my. Why is there so many missile turrets? It looked like there was 13 missile turrets, but I must have just been reading that wrong. I have no idea, but I think it was just the way the numbers are written. Sorry, such a noob. Just 2 missile turrets up, 3 missile turrets up. So I read 13 when it actually read 3. Sorry. 3 Marauders out now, so you got 2 tech labs on these barracks, putting up a 3rd barracks with a reactor. So it looks like you can just go purely Marine Marauder. Don't see any sign of any weapons upgrades yet, but we do see Stimpak. Stimpak is 4 seconds from finishing, so that's really powerful against Protoss. Tricksy actually going for his expansion now, feeling pretty safe. 3 Immortals out, so that's really strong. Just 1 Sentry, Stalkers, and 3 Zealots, so quite a nice unit mixture, and we do see that it's Zealot Charge, so this is a play that I really like. Gfinny is not going to know exactly what he researched out of here until the first battle, but he might assume it's Blink, he might know that it's Zealot Charge. Either one is very strong, so hopefully Tricksy starts producing more units. You can see they're both really low on minerals, so they're spending their money extremely well. So this is a really well played game so far. Leaving 1 Immortal and 1 Zealot behind at this point, but I'm sure those will catch up. This expansion just about to finish. Let's see what Tricksy spotted so far. 3 bunkers. So just based on this bunker position, it looks like he's really trying to hide tech, but in fact he's just kind of using this as a faux wall so that Tricksy thinks he's on 1 base, which he's actually on 2 bases. Tricksy hasn't spotted this yet, so that's a really great play. At the same time, Gfinny has not seen this expansion going up, and it is finished, and Tricksy's transferring probes right now, so this is beginning to develop into quite a interesting game, might be a long game here. I don't actually know how long the replay lasts. I was able to hide it with a piece of paper, so it's a surprise for me as well. So I don't know, no spoilers here because I don't know what the result is, but both armies really powerful. Do see a couple more Zealots coming in, 2 more gateways going up, so looks like Tricksy's going to be on 5 gateways, 1 robo, so that's pretty strong for 2 base. Gfinny putting up another barracks, 1 factory, and he's getting siege tanks out and just finishing siege tech right now, so he's going to have Marine Marauder siege tank with Stimpak, and I think that's going to work out really well. See Tricksy kind of expecting a base to go up here, but hasn't found it yet. So he might be a little confused that there's not an attack yet on him. But he might be concerned as well that he's missing something, and Gfinny's teching up to something extremely powerful, but in fact he's just on 2 bases. So I really like this play. Tricksy putting up a proxy pylon here and here. So I'm not exactly sure what he's going to use those for, besides warping in units, obviously. Sorry. But the positioning of them is a little... Oh, he does spot that base, so... I'm not sure what happened to that probe. It just like disappeared. But he definitely knows that that base is there now. Oh, it's a planetary fortress. So he's going to see that the probe got attacked, and he's going to smartly just immediately go for an attack up there. And Gfinny is going to lose that base, I'm sure, because although he does see that this whole army is moving out, but there's just no way that Gfinny is going to react in time to get any sort of defense over there. It's just going to be a planetary fortress against like 4 immortals. So the mortals are going to take that down so fast. Hopefully Tricksy doesn't lose too many units. Depends on Gfinny's reaction. He's already moving the SCVs away. Just going to wait and see how much damage he can do with this planetary, but it's going to be lost. He uses 1 or 2 stalkers only. And so Tricksy doing really great scouting. We do see that Gfinny's force is moving out for a counterattack. He's not going for Tricksy's army at all. He's just going to go straight for a counterattack. So this is going to be pretty sick. Might just be a base trade here. 1 base versus 1 base here. Yeah, there's definitely nothing. Nice force fields, good force fields. And Gfinny doing the stim, but not doing too much damage with that stim. So his units are going to be really hurt when this main army comes back down. And the siege tanks going up, 3 siege tanks. Gfinny does have his units rallied in. So really good decision making by both players here. Gfinny is going to lose his base. Sorry, Tricksy is going to lose his base, but it's just going to be a question of whether Tricksy's supply block now. It's going to be a question of whether Gfinny loses his whole army against this or not. But Tricksy actually going for a counterattack of his own. So that's a really good decision as well, I think. Zealot charge upgraded. He does have blink, so he can blink, zealot charge, and just going straight for the jugular, going straight for the production buildings here. If he can cut off all reinforcements, I think Tricksy will have an advantage here. Problem is Tricksy is still supply blocked by quite a bit. See what Gfinny is up to here at the bottom base. So it looks